like football player at such and such university is being like basically accused of drugging and raping some girl. So I'm like, oh shit, like my angels must have been with me that day, because bitch, it could have been me. Like, what the no, let me tell y'all. Oh! This is one part I just fucking remember. I forgot about this fucking part. Now that I think about it, he wasn't even smoking a fucking gall like that. My chi-chis. Welcome. It's Sin's world. Just come join my world. Just come on. You know, come be a citizen in my world, you know, because Sin's world is the best world, okay? Like, period.
Licking on his lips when he see his ass. Best he ever had, and I ain't trying to brag. No. Stacking up this paper, gotta get this cash. Still worrying about these bitches, ain't none of that. No. And bitch, don't compare, I get my own bag. Did you really buy them clothes? Let me see the tag. Is you really what he chose, then why he at my pad? I pin him down, roll it fast, 100 on the dash. And he like it.
If you're new to my channel, then hello, welcome. And if you're not new, then hey bitch, you know, welcome back or whatever. But as y'all can see from the title, in today's video we're gonna be talking about the time he laced the blunt. Like, yes y'all, like, wait, let me take this off. I probably look crazy without my glasses right now. I really don't know, y'all. I probably look tired as fuck, but I might not look that bad. I don't know. Anyway, your girl about to be serving looks in a minute. But this is about the time that he laced the blunt, okay? Now, first of all, a disclaimer. I am not talking about somebody, okay? Because, one, if you went to middle school with me, then you're probably going to figure out who I'm talking about. And two, like, if you end up figuring out who I'm talking about, then don't say nothing. Because, like, it ain't no beef, like, you know? But anyway, so let's just get right into the story time, because I gotta be doing my makeup while I'm telling this because y'all voted. Now, if you don't follow me on social media, what are you doing? Follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my Snapchat, follow me on my Twitter. Well, really follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter, because I be on there. Really Instagram more than Twitter, but I really don't be on Snapchat like that. Or if I be on Snapchat, they're getting like seconds to what I posted on Instagram. Honestly, so make sure you do that. Y'all gotta let me know if like a little boo fly out, you know. Gotta let me know that. I knew the boy from middle school. We went to middle school together. We just gonna call him, do I want to be ghetto or do I not? We gonna call him Raekwon. Cause I just feel like Raekwon, you know. But we gonna call him Raekwon. So, mind y'all, I already knew him from middle school. But in middle school, backstory, in middle school, he always gave me like a weird vibe. He was just like, he's just weird. Like, he would do these little like laugh, like he would laugh. In middle school, he kind of gave me like the heebie-jeebies low-key on some shit, because he would like do this laugh. Like, I don't know. It's either the laugh or just him in general. He just seemed like a predator. I'm joked out. How about I do my eyebrows first, and then we'll come back and then I'll finish everything. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. So I'm back. Now, don't mind my eyebrows. This look like the long lost stepsister that everyone just treats bad, and this one looks okay. But anyway, we dated in like 6th grade or something for like 3 days. It was like a weekend. Nothing crazy at all. And we didn't act like nothing happened after either. So it was weird. So come high school, and I don't know how we started like talking to each other, like conversing. I really can't remember. But I just know it was for Mardi Gras. Now, mind you, I say 2018. I'm wrong. It was like, because I think I had just came back. It was 2019. Oh my God, it was last year. What the fuck? It didn't seem like that soon ago. It really didn't. Anyway, So it was for Mardi Gras, and he was like we gonna go smoke or something, and he was gonna smoke me out. So I was like, okay, you know, whatever. And oh my god, I'm just not into this right now. Hold on, let me get myself together. So he was like he was gonna smoke me out. So I'm like, okay, that's cool, fine and dandy, blah 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 blah. It's Mardi Gras. Was it Mardi Gras Day? I think it was Mardi Gras Day. I don't really know, but I know I want to go. So let me tell y'all, the first thing that should have been a sign that I should have stayed my fucking ass home. So I had got cute or whatever, so I'm outside and my niece is taking my pictures. Now mind you, my niece is very close to me in age. We outside, and then my nephews and stuff was outside. They close to me in age too. So I'm outside and I'm taking pictures. Now mind you, my dog is also outside too. Now he's retarded, I ain't gonna lie, my dog is a little, you know, but he's still my dog. So we're outside and my dog is outside. He's not on the leash or nothing like that, so he's just like running around outside. Not really running around, but he just, you know, doing what he always do, like walk the neighborhood and stuff like that. So my dog is outside. He's walking around the neighborhood and crap. And well, really he was like going across the street. He like went across the street to go potty. Then he was just like walking around and stuff. So mind you, I'm not really paying attention to my phone or anything like that, because I'm like taking pictures. And I guess he pulled up. Now when he pulled up, now I know my street. I've been living on that street since I was freaking a toddler, like since I was like 2. And my mom been having that house since my sister and my brother was like 6 and 7. So I grew up around there, so I know what the streets be sounding like when people be hearing bumps and crap. So we taking pictures, ain't nobody really paying attention or nothing like that. And the next thing you know, we hear like a loud bump, like a loud boom, like somebody didn't like hit a pothole. When I tell y'all, y'all should already guess, y'all should already know what the fuck I'm about to say. This man, so I ain't gonna say that. So I'm like, what could he hit? So everybody like, ooh, we like, what? So now I'm looking for my dog. I'm like, where's my dog? Where's my dog? When I tell y'all, I'm like, oh my god, my dog is in the car. He hit my fucking dog. Like, what could you be doing? Because my dog never got hit before. Like, what could you be doing? What could your mind be on? What are you doing in the car? Like, what the fuck is going on for you to just hit my fucking dog? So, and maybe my dog just stupid. Maybe he shouldn't have been in the middle of the street. But it's like, you should have been paying attention, like, to hit somebody's dog. And then my dog was crossing the street, like, right in front of my house. So that means you're pulling up in front of my house. Like, he literally was, like, pulling up in front of my house. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. But he was, like, literally in front of my house when he hit my dog. So, and in the way that it was, like, you didn't even have to pull all the way. Like, he, like, pulled past the driveway, kind of like. So it's like, you didn't even have to do that. You could have just stopped, like, right there. But I guess since everybody was outside, he didn't want to do that. But then again, sir, you have, like, dark as fuck tinted windows, so nobody can really see your face. And nobody gonna be up in your face like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? So my dog trying to come from under the tire and shit. And then he finally get from under the tire and he like whining. He was whining a little bit. And then like, imagine seeing your dog get hit and like smushed under a tire, and your dog really like trying to pull itself from under the tire. Like, that shit broke my heart. Like, I was like, what the fuck? So my dog finally get from under there. So he go, we like screaming for my mama, telling her like, King got hit, King got hit. So finally my dog like gets loose. He runs inside, goes in my room and gets in his bed. And like, my mama's like looking at him and stuff, you know, we trying to assess him to see like what's the damages, like what is all wrong with him. And my dog, both his legs was fractured, but one was worse than the other one. And like, his skin was ripped through, like you could see his muscles and his bone. And it was just like a bad thing. And my mom was like, hold him so I could do this, so I could do that. And it just was like nerve-wracking. So I'm like, oh my god, like it just was too much for me. So my dumb ass still go after I made sure my dog was okay and stuff, because it was late in the day. I couldn't bring him to the vet because it was like late in the day, and I think it was a holiday too. So it was like I couldn't, because either this was on Mardi Gras day or it was like during Mardi Gras time. So I couldn't really do nothing with him until the next day. So I'm like, oh my god. So finally, so my dumb ass go get in the car with him. So I'm like, man, you hit my dog. Well, before then I'm like, you hit my dog, blah, 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 blah. So he like looking stupid, like, oh, I hit your dog, like, you know, like he nervous and shit. And I'm just like, and really I should have made him pay for the damages of my damn dog. Like, now that I think about it, I should have made him pay the vet fees for my goddamn dog. But because it really wasn't nothing, because my dog didn't have to get anything, like he didn't have to get surgery. The lady just was like, it's gonna go back to like normal on its own, gave him some antibiotics and stuff, and sent him on his merry way. So it really wasn't nothing, it wasn't too much. But still, you hit my damn dog. So anyways, back to the story. So after I made sure my dog was okay and all this other stuff, I go get in the car. So we ended up going like to the lakefront. And if you're like not from Louisiana or New Orleans and you don't know what that is, it's basically like, imagine an ocean view, and then imagine like you could drive like past the, like right next to the ocean, you could drive like right past to it, and you could park right there. It's like a beach. It's like, you know, when you able to like drive the shores, like passing the beach or whatever. If you've been to Mississippi and you like passing their beach and it's like the street and then the beach is right there. It's like that, but there's no motherfucking sand. It's just concrete, and you can like sit on there or whatever and stuff like that. So, and then on the other side is like grass where you can like picnic, yada yada, and levee and all that other stuff. So anyway, we go to the lakefront. Mind you, at this time now it's starting to get dark, so we go to the lakefront. Now mind you, I thought it was just supposed to be me and him going to go smoke, because it was just us in the car. You didn't mention nothing about nobody else, no nothing else. So we get to the lakefront, and now mind you, this is where I fucked up. This was my first fuck up. Let's count my fuck ups through this video. You know, that was number one. This is my second fuck up though. So he had the weed pre-rolled. Now mind you, number one fucking rule to the game is you don't smoke what you didn't see being rolled. But my dumb ass, I'm like, oh, you know, I know him, we went to school together like for hella years, like he's cool, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, there should be no problem. Like, there should be no problem.
Got him! Got him!
Wrong. He ended up having it pre-rolled. Now when I looked at it, I was like, what the, like, what is this? Because it just looked different. Now I'm not talking about like a white boy, like a joint, like something like that, like, you know, or like it was a real pre-roll that he like bought, you know, like buying a pre-roll from somebody or something like that. Like, no, it didn't look like that at all. It looked, I don't know, like just the way it looked was weird. And like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is that? And he said the name of what it was supposed to be. Now mind you, in the middle of all this and me asking these questions and all this shit, like we parked, you know, in the middle of me asking all these fucking questions, he's doing that laugh that he be doing that be making me fucking nervous. Like, and it's like, what are you laughing for? But that's like, he just be laughing, like, and he just seemed like a predator. Like, what? I should have, you know, ran for the hills in the first place, but you know, whatever. So I'm like, and he named what it was. He was like, it's just a something. He named it with an R. It was something, and I like never heard of it before. But I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. So he had that, and then he had like, did he have like a regular blunt? I think he had like a regular blunt too. So I'm like, so then we're in the middle of smoking, you know, passing it back and forth, blah, 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 blah. Just chilling, having like regular conversation in between. And all of a sudden, a fucking truck pull up next to us. Like a truck, like a Suburban, a Tahoe, a Escalade, like something like that pull up, like all black. Mind you, it's already getting dark and I don't know who the fuck that is, but I don't be tripping because it's like, you know, some people be wanting to like link up with their partners, link up with their cousins, link up with this person, link up with that. So it's like I wasn't really tripping, but I started tripping once I started feeling weird. Cause I'm like, who is this? After we smoked, I'm like, who is this? So then, like, once the truck pulled up, he's like, I'm trying to wet my beauty blender and it's like not working out right now. Once he pull up, it's like things just shifted. Like, I'm trying to smoke the goddamn gar, and I don't know, I just started feeling like dizzy. Nah, he could have laced it, or maybe I just was like, that was some good ass weed. But I feel like when I smoke good ass weed, I'm like still competent. Like, I'm gonna insert a video of like me smoking some good ass weed and how I look. It was not on that part. And shit like that, and I look dazed, but I'm like completely competent. Like, I know everything that's going on around me. Like, I could walk, I could function, I could do all that. But it was like when I had that, it was like everything was a fucking daze. Like, it just felt like I was locked. Like, I couldn't move. Like, I really wasn't moving. Like, I was there. I don't even know if I was talking. Like, I feel like I was just shaking my head no and shit like that. I don't think I was really like functioning. So I'm like, so then he's like, he gets out the car, he goes to the person next door. He keeps his side of the car open. Now the car parked on his side, and he gets out, he's talking to them or whatever. I don't know who was in the truck, I couldn't really see, but he talked to them. The boy give him a like something to drink. I think it was like, I don't know, but he gave him something to drink, something. And I want to say, no, I don't think it was alcohol. I think it was just like a cup and something was in it or whatever. And he like drunk some, but how do I know you really drunk it? You know, like type thing. Like, and then he's like, you want some? He was like, taste some. Like, and he was so persistent with it. He was like, take some, taste some, taste some. And then mind you, he looking at me with them fucking facial expressions that he be having that be giving me the heebie-jeebies that just make me feel like he's a predator. Like, and if y'all figured out who I'm talking about, then y'all already know. So I'm like, no, like no. So I keep telling him no. He fucking laughing like, what is funny? Like, you kiki and ha and like, what the fuck is funny, nigga? Like, I'm over here feeling like I'm in a fucking hallucination, and you over here trying to give me something, and it didn't even look like lean. It didn't look like none of that. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was trying. And he was like, it's not nothing, it ain't nothing, it ain't nothing. And I'm just like, no, like, if it ain't nothing, why are you so persistent on trying to make me drink it? Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, I don't even know. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? So now I'm like, damn, I should have just stayed my fucking ass home, because now I'm caught in this situation. I don't know who the fuck that is next to us. I don't know what the fuck this man got me smoking. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm on right now. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm on right now. Like, damn, I need to get a darker shade or something, huh? Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm on right now. So I'm like, this is some stupid ass shit. This man then hit my damn dog, and now I'm in a situation where he didn't gave me something that make me feel like it's, I don't know, like it's just getting to me. So hold on, let me blend this out and then we're gonna finish the story, because that's pretty much the end, honestly. I don't know why y'all picked this story. This story is so short and it's so boring. Like, it's really not nothing. Like, it is something, but it's not, I don't know, it's not. I have way more entertaining stories of things that I've done or things that I've been through. This is really not that interesting. Maybe I should have just put 2 different ones instead of including this, but I honestly thought people wasn't gonna pick it, but they did. So have you followed me on Instagram yet? I would just put that in like buku times. Like when I'm not talking, I'll be like, have you followed me on Instagram yet? Have you? Anyway, so well, I'm kind of feeling this. This kind of looks cute. Okay, you know, I'm looking a little good right now. Now, don't mind the difference between my neck and my face. This is my shade, but you know, your girl is preggers, and pregnant people neck turn black. Well, it turned darker. So it's like my neck. I wonder how stupid I look right now doing this shit, but my neck is a little darker than my face right now. So we looking a little, you know, yeah. Anyway, so All right, from what I seen, y'all can't really see the look like that. Like, it looks super duper whitewashed. I don't know why. It's really irritating me, but I'm gonna like insert some videos and pictures of what it actually looks like, because this camera quality is really shit right now. But anyway, so I had to stop because the story really ended right there, and I want to at least get the makeup out the way so y'all can see and then like say the finish of what happened. But basically after that, it wasn't like, after I rejected trying to drink whatever the fuck that was he was trying to get me to drink, after I already was like fucked up from whatever the fuck he had me smoking, he was like, basically he was like he was talking to the dude or something like that. No, let me tell y'all. This is one part I just fucking remember. I forgot about this fucking part. So he was like, so somebody called him on FaceTime. I don't know who the fuck called him, but somebody called him on FaceTime. Now mind you, I don't really think it was somebody that I knew, because I didn't know nobody that went to his school. Like, I didn't know nobody. Nobody knew me, and I didn't know nobody that went to his school. So I'm like, this can't be somebody that we know. But like, somebody called him on FaceTime, right? And he like asking him. Now I must have really been fucked up. I must have really been looking crazy now that I think about it. But somebody called him on FaceTime. It was another dude, and he like, okay, I'm gonna have to show y'all. He like sitting in a car, and I'm gonna zoom out right quick. So like, he's sitting in a car. Oh my god, I don't want y'all to see my junky desk area, but he was sitting in a car on his side, and kind of like at an angle, like, you know, like when you in the driver's seat, like sometimes you usually laying back, putting your like back in between the door and the seat. So he had did that, and he was like, hold on, do I want to put pins? I'm gonna put pins. So dude called him on FaceTime. He like asking him about some party or something like that. Like, he talking, I can't remember what their conversation really was like exclusively about, but I think I remember him talking about like this party that was going on or something like that. So like, in the middle of him being on FaceTime with the dude, and that's how I know I was freaking tripping. In the middle of him being on FaceTime with the dude, he like take his phone. Damn, I don't have my phone next to me. I'm gonna use this palette, right? So he take his phone and he like turned it like towards me. Like, he holding it, but like he have his phone on me. And he like talking to dude, but he like had a phone on me. Now, I didn't really know whether he had, like, I'm sitting there trying to think like, is this phone really on me, or am I just so fucked up that I'm imagining that this phone is on me? Like, that's how fucked up I was, y'all. Like, I was really out of it. Like, I was out of it. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So finally he get off the phone with the boy. The boy was talking to him about a party, right? So then he asked me, he like, you going to the party? And he laughing. He like, you going to the party? You going to the party? I'm like, no. Well, I'm not. I think I was saying no, and then I started like shaking my head no, like, no, I'm not going, like, no, no, no. And he constantly kept asking me, and then he was laughing, like he was doing that little chuckle, that little evil laugh again. Like, he like, you not going to the party? Why you not going? Why you not? And then it was like the way he was saying it. Oh, nah, cause man, it was like the way he was saying it. Oh yeah, y'all didn't see my bottle at first. So it was like the way he was saying it, plus like, the way he was laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck is he, what party is he talking about? Why he keep on insisting me on going to this party, and why the fuck is he laughing the way that he laughing? Like, it was like ridiculous. And so I'm like, no, I'm not going. Like, I just, like, bring me home. I'm like, bring me home. Because at this point, you really got me fucked up. Because not only did you put me on, like, you showed me on FaceTime with you to somebody that I don't even know. Then you got somebody pull up that I don't even know. And it wouldn't have, like, none of that wouldn't have been a problem. But it's just the way that I already was after you gave. And then he wasn't even, oh, now that I think about it, he wasn't even smoking a fucking gall like that. He hit that bitch like a couple times, but he wasn't really fluently smoking that shit. And I'm like at the time, my dumb ass ain't think much on it, but like, what the fuck is really going on? Like, you not really hitting the blunt like that. You keep forcing me, well, trying to force me, because he wasn't forcing me to do nothing, but he was like trying to force me to fucking drink that drink and go to this party with him after you didn't show me on FaceTime what to do. Like, it just seemed like he was trying to set me up, and that's how I felt. Like, in a moment, I'm like, okay, he didn't lace his blunt with something. There's a dude right here watching whatever that's going on, and then he probably on FaceTime with another dude, like, who's gonna be at this party. Like, they just, you know, coercing, you know, talking without me knowing what the fuck really going on. So finally I got out the situation. I'm putting on a little lip gloss. Bonnie mommy look good. So mind you, all that's going on, I feel fucked up. This dude then pulled up. You take a cup from him trying to get me to drink it, talk about something, ain't nothing wrong with it. And then on top of that, he wasn't even drinking the drink like that after he like was drinking it and then offered it to me. He wasn't really even fucking with the drink like that. Wasn't fucking with the weed that he so-called said it was something, but I don't even think it was that. I think he was just saying that. Like, then put me on FaceTime. So he like, he said something, and I'm like, just take me home. So he talked about the party, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go to that party. Take me home. Like, bring me home, bring me home, bring me home. I'm like, no, I'm going home. No, I'm going home. So I finally get home after being out with that crazy son of a gun. And then, y'all, like months later, this man was I on Instagram, was I on Twitter? I think I was on Twitter, and I see something on Twitter, and it was like, what name did I give him? Oh my god, what name did I give him? Raekwon. Was it Raekwon or Jaquan? Something like that. Anyway, so I see like Raekwon Williams, football player, because he was playing football out of state. So they like, football player at such and such university is being like basically accused of drugging and raping some girl. So I'm like, oh shit, like my angels must have been with me that day, because bitch, it could have been me. Like, what the like, come on now. So I'm like, so I'm reading a story or whatever, and basically the girl was like, he said that they was gonna smoke or whatever. They supposedly smoked and then went back to her dorm room, and like, she was saying that he was like buku touchy-feely or whatever. Mind you, her roommate was at the bottom bunk. That's how fucked up it is. Her roommate was at the bottom bunk and it was at the top or whatever. I don't even know, like, what. That school must have really been trash to have like bunk beds or some shit. I don't really know, but supposedly they was at the top bed like cuddling and stuff, and he got like really aggressive. And then she and she was like, she couldn't move. Like, it was like her body wasn't functioning. She couldn't really like say, like, she could talk and stuff, but it was like really slurred, and she couldn't move or like say nothing. and like basically, you know, he did the do or whatever. Wait, let me pull up the article, and then I'm gonna like let y'all know. Okay, hold on one second. So basically, I just found some more tea. First of all, okay, so basically the story that I had just said about like how it happened, that is right. Like he was like forced on her, whatever, and she was telling him no, blah, 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 blah. You know the story. And then he tried to lie and say his, like, he didn't go by the nickname. I'm gonna just say, oh no, that's too close. I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna take that part out. Anyway, so not only that, and then that happened in December of 2018. So that means that I met up with him in January of 2018. I think it was something, I mean not January, like February, March. I can't remember, child. I can't remember. But then I read last September he got into a hit and run, a fatal hit and run, where he hit somebody and they died or whatever. But for this case with this girl, his bond was set at $75,000, and he posted bond, and basically he had like, he got suspended from the team, and he got to put out at the school he was at, and he had to register as a sex offender out here in Louisiana. Sucks for him. Like, it just seemed like a lot is just going on with him, and he was put on probation too. And then I don't know what happened with him with this hit and run case. He probably in jail. I don't know, I didn't read all that, but basically, y'all, that's the story time on how he laced the blunt and how I just should have stayed my ass home. Like, it was just too much that was going on. Like, my dog being hit should have been the first time that no, I'm gonna stay inside. But no, my fucking ass won't go out, because I thought I was just gonna have fun. Like, I thought it was gonna be a decent time, but I should have just, you know, stayed inside. But anyways, that's the story time. I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all like this look, because I like this look, you know, because like, you looking good. Like, the girls, like, we're serving looks right now. Like, okay, so my camera died, but I'm back to just close out because I don't really have nothing to say. So basically all that was going on, and I didn't know until after that, and he just got in some recent trouble. So that's like, what the fuck. We just gonna send out prayers that way, you know, real shit, not trying to be funny. But that's it for this story time. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all like this look. It really wasn't that long enough for me to be like doing my makeup and doing the story time at the same time. So, you know, I just did my makeup and then finished it. So, but next story time is a story time that I got caught on a sneaky link. So if you want to see that, then hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell, and, you know, just stay tuned because it's lit. But that story time will definitely be long enough for me to do my whole face. Probably long enough for me to even like incorporate eyeshadow. Like, that's a long story. That's a long story time. It's a long backstory and like story of like everything panning out. But yeah, so I'll see y'all guys in the next one, and make sure y'all follow me on all my social medias, and just, you know, vibe with me. So that's it, y'all.